Shalom from yours truly. Today I'm going to talk to you about just exactly what happened to me when I got saved. We all go through a sort of, refining process once we get saved. I've talked to a few people about it, and some people have, actually everyone that I've talked to has experienced something different. And some people it happens immediately to, some people it doesn't. It just depends on what Yah allows to happen to you. But what happened to me the moment I accepted Yahushua into my heart, once I said that salvation prayer, which I will be providing the link to in the description below. So just remember to click on that after this video is done. But what happened to me when I accepted Yahushua into my heart and vowed to live like him to the best of my ability, to not premeditate sin anymore. What happened to me, I remember once I said that salvation prayer, I felt waves of joy, peace, and love just washing over me. I remember this happening just over and over again for a few hours. And I can't remember if it was later that night or the next day, but at one point I felt like my soul was just hit by a train. And the pain just affected my entire being. And like I said, I can't remember if that happened that night or the next morning. I just remember that night I felt like I was going through withdrawals. When I vowed to live as holy as I possibly could, the temptation kicked in that night. And I had the devil tugging on me one way, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, tugging on me the other way, telling me to not give in to the devil's lies, to give in to the temptation. And I remember breaking out in cold sweats. Cold sweats, I was shivering, just saying out loud, grinding my teeth, I will not give in, I won't give in. In the name of Yahushua, I will not give in. And I think this happened. I know it happened more than one night. But I knew right then and there a war was going on for my spirit. And granted, a war was already going on before I was saved. I was just so comfortable in my sin. And, I was living in sin. I wasn't repenting daily. And I was just comfortable in my sin. I didn't feel the spiritual warfare like I did until I was saved. So basically the devil, he was winning at that, before I accepted Yahushua into my heart. He was winning, so I guess he didn't really, need to fight too hard to lead me astray, because I was already doing things. I was living a lifestyle that was completely opposite of what Abba Yahweh intends us to live. And from my testimony video, you can see, it's on my channel. You can see that I was living a lifestyle that a lot of people would think is too hard to turn away from. But with the power of Yahushua Mashiach, Abba Yahweh, and the Ruach HaKodesh, it is possible. But if you rely on your flesh, you're not going to last 2 seconds. For we not wrestle with flesh and bone, but principalities, powers, and rulers of the darkness. So this is why we need to call on Yahushua Mashiach to give us strength to get us through it. And He will hold your hand through every moment. But anyway, I remember after I woke up the next morning, I woke up and I could barely breathe. And I was grabbing onto the walls because I felt so weak. I felt like my body was being torn apart from the inside out. And I just didn't know. I didn't know how I was going to get through it. I never knew when it was going to end. I'd be crying every, 5 minutes, just trying to fight as hard as I possibly could. And I just remember it was some of the most intense pain I ever felt. It was spiritual pain that carried over into physical pain, if that makes sense. But praise Yah, because He is stronger than the devil. He is stronger than any evil. And He got me through it. And He will get you through it as well. So don't give up whenever you're going through this refining process, because it's only to test you. It's only to make you stronger so you can be used for His glory. Just keep reminding the devil who you belong to, and that's Yahushua Mashiach. Abi Yahweh, you belong to the kingdom of heaven, and you will not receive any of the devil's lies. And that you will see victory in Yahushua Mashiach's name. So I pray that anybody who's watching this video right now, that the Ruach HaKodesh leads you to click on the salvation prayer and to accept Yahushua into your hearts. And I also suggest that I also pray that you click on all the other links that I provide in the description below. And may this video be a blessing unto all who watch this, who watch it. And that's it. I pray this prayer in Yahushua Mashiach's name. That's all. Peace.